Hey, good morning, Mark Shepard, cowabunga.com. Today's message is going to be short, but it's, I think, really a key message. Just got off the phone with a potential weight loss client. And, you know, when I work with people for weight loss, it's really interesting because it's like, I don't know, if you imagine a rubber band, you know, you can stretch it, but it wants to go back. And this particular person seems like he has made some success. Like a couple of years ago, he lost 100 pounds. But he could not maintain the food program that got him to lose the 100 pounds. And as soon as he lost the 100 pounds, he began feeling great, and he began not so slowly reverting to the previous way of eating. Because, you know, some of these really extreme diets don't build in some important things. And if you've been following this, I've been kind of reviewing the book Grain Brain by David Perlmutter. And so I asked this potential client, I said, so, you know, did your high protein diet include fat? And the guy said, no, it was low fat, low carb, high protein. And that's not the full picture. We need fat, right? So you can have some success, you know, but if it's not sustainable, you're gonna snap back. And we have this weird cultural phobia against fat because somebody did some shoddy research and seemed to indicate that saturated fat led to heart disease and clogged arteries. And they noticed that those people had high cholesterol or something. And so this whole house of cards began to be erected about, oh, you got to lower your cholesterol, oh, low fat, oh, and then healthy whole grains. And it's like, it's been the biggest boondoggle in the history of humankind because our bodies are designed to burn fat and use protein to build. And essentially, you know, the paleo diet is not an extreme diet. It's a diet that's designed for our bodies. And it's satisfying and it's pleasurable. You know, I had a 3-egg omelet this morning with, you know, raw milk cheddar in it and beet greens and a little sauerkraut on the side. And I you know, my brain is firing on all cylinders. That's really brain food because your brain needs healthy fats. So in any program of personal mastery, we have to talk about the body. We have to talk about what's going into our mouths because you are a Ferrari. You are a Ferrari. And if you're putting low test gasoline or sugar in your tank, you're going to mess yourself up. So the point is with Cowabunga is that we want to look really hard at what are the things that actually get results. You know, let's look at the science. Let's look at the cutting edge and let's try it, right? Let's experiment. So one of the things I'm going to do is Monday, I'm going full forward with the Grain Brain diet. Now I'm already doing it. And you know, I don't know if you can see me, but you know, I have very little body fat at this point. I mean, I have some, I got a little around the middle, and my goal is to see if I can, without pain, without, you know, deprivation, I want to see if I can, you know, take my body fat down to the next level and really take my performance and my awareness and my energy levels up to the next level. So on Monday, I'm gonna really go for it. And this is really a diet that is free of grains, free of any kind of carbs, sugars, and even very, very sparing on fruit. And it's basically protein, vegetables, and healthy fats like coconut oil, olive oil, even butter. You know, dairy in moderation. I seem to do fine with dairy. I've gone off dairy on a number of occasions and found it to be, you know, no difference. And I do have half and half in my coffee in the morning, so I'm going to continue to do that. And there are certain fruits that are very low in carbs, like raspberries. You can have some raspberries, you know, with a little cream on them. No sugar, no sweetener. But it seems like a diet that pretty much I'm already doing, so it's not that big a deal for me. But because I want to demonstrate the curiosity, the willingness to learn and experiment. That is really kind of the underpinning of the Cowabunga attitude. And it's willingness to try things. It's willingness to read a book and go, wow, I'm going to try some of this stuff in any area of your life. It's a willingness to experiment and to really kind of take notes and see, are you making progress or not? Right? If it works, do more of it. If it's not working, try something else. There's no failure. There's only feedback. And I've said that before, but it's a key component. So that's my tip for today, is to approach life with a willingness to experiment, an experimental, curious nature, and to be open and willing to try new things. And particularly if you have health issues, if you're borderline diabetic, or if you're a diabetic, this is the way to go. This is going to save your life. It might save your feet, it might save your eyesight, right? If you're overweight, this could be it's a pleasurable diet. I mean, fat tastes good and it's fulfilling, but we're not talking about canola oil. We're not talking about, French fried potatoes, fried in fat. No, that's not where we're going. This is different. This is healthy fats, coconut oil and olive oil. This is having, broccoli and putting butter on your broccoli is okay, right? Having, grass-fed beef, right? Not grain-fed beef, grass-fed beef, and it is more and more available in your grocery store. You look in the healthy meat section, and it's not that expensive, and you're worth it, right? So organic vegetables, where and when you can get them. And if you want a juice to get more vegetables in, I would recommend that. And again, it's vegetable juice, not fruit juice. So enough of that. The point is, be experimental, be willing to do the research in your life. I mean, it's great to have a scientific study, but how does it work in reality? How does it work in your life? How does it feel in your life? And I had the experience last Sunday where I looked at an entire table at my church full of donuts and cookies and brownies and cake, and I didn't want any of it, because I know eating that is counterproductive to where I want to go in my life and who I want to be and how I want to feel. And so I just basically said no to it. And you can too, and I can help you get there. Cowabunga.com, Mark Shepard over and out for today. Bye.